Hi everyone, Paul Vail with Homesteading Ways, and today we are going to be doing episode number 4 of our coin collecting series. And as I promised, today we are going to be doing the JFK half dollar. A couple of things to know about the JFK half dollar before we get into too much of it is that the mintage of it started in 1964, so it was the year after his death. And in 1964, the Kennedy half dollar was made with 90% silver. And in 65 through 69, it was made with 40% silver. And also in 1970, however, the prices of silver went up in 1970, actually in the end of 69, and then in 1970. And they realized after they minted a bunch of these half dollars in 1970 that they were worth more than the weight of them in silver for 50 cents. So they decided not to put them in circulation in 1970, and they only put them in mint sets. The Kennedy half dollar was only minted for circulation coins in the Denver Mint in Philadelphia, but the proof coins, which are for proof sets, were minted in San Francisco. They would be the only ones that have an S mark, and the other ones would either have a P or a D, whether they were minted in Philadelphia or Denver. Another couple of fascinating things about the Kennedy half is the coin looks the same from 1964 until now, except for with the Kennedy, the portrait of Kennedy on the front and an eagle on the back, except in the bicentennial year, then they put the Philadelphia building on the reverse of it. And in 1975, they didn't mint any for that year. They just minted for 75 and 76. They considered it the bicentennial years, and they minted the same coin dated, and on that coin it says from 1776 to 1976 on that coin. There is a lot of collector ones of 1976 that are silver, but they're more in collector sets, proof sets, and special sets for that year that you can get those in silver. Another fascinating thing that's really cool about the JFK, it's a very popular coin to collect, and because I think that he was a popular president, and Congress authorized him to be put on it 1 month after his death when he was assassinated, which was the fastest the Congress has ever authorized a president to have their coin put onto to coinage or money, paper money. So yeah, he was a very popular president, which means his coins are very popular. And you don't see half dollars a lot in circulation. So the bank stores them in these rolls. Like today I went to the bank and I bought 5 rolls. These each have 20 coins in each roll. And of these rolls, we got 5 of them. The bank keeps them in rolls, and they really don't go out in circulation much because they're just not used that much. So they stick them in there. So what's really neat is you can still find some great stuff in there. So I've gone through rolls before, and I found 64, 65, 66s, 67, 68s, and 69s, which are silver. And those are really nice because with silver prices of today, on average, the 1964s were $10 just in silver. And 65 through 69 is worth $5 in silver. So when you can still find those, it's really nice to find, and it's fun to collect. Now this is just book 1, starting at 1964, and this is all that I have with me today. And to collect it from 1964 till today, to get both the P and D mints, you would need, I think they're up to book number 4 now. So it's a really fun collection to collect. And going through the rolls, like I said, they're not in circulation much, so you can really find some really good coins and quality of coins. So you can find a lot of uncirculated half dollars in there. So we always know in coin collecting that the better quality of the coin, the more valuable it will be either today or somewhere down the past. So what we're going to do is we're going to show off the video here in a little bit, and what Sandra and I are going to do is we're going to go through these rolls and see what we can find. Okay, so we went through those rolls and we found a couple of cool things. Besides finding a bunch of dates to help fill in our Kennedy half dollar sets on dates we were missing, and some better quality coins, we found 1968 silver, 40% silver half dollar, and then we found an uncirculated 1998 half dollar, which is an excellent condition, uncirculated one, almost like perfectly, I mean, it's perfectly brand new. And then we found a 1971 beautiful strike, uncirculated half dollar. So these probably were just put into this bank, you know, and they just put it, and they finally took them out of the rolls and mixed them in with the other coins that came in with circulation, and then mixed them all in and rolled them up because they don't go through circulation all that much. So you find a lot of cool stuff. So that was really nice. Okay, so in closing, on the Kennedy halves, it's fun to save them. You know, you can save them yourself, save them with your kids, your grandkids. It's nice to talk about the history while you're saving them and what was happening in those years. The way that I look at it, every time you find silver, you're making money off of it. It doesn't cost you any more than 50 cents for 50 cents. If you find uncirculated, of course, they're more valuable. You never know what you're going to find in the halves. I've gone through rolls and found Franklin half dollars, which were all 90% silver, and they were before the Kennedy half dollars. Before I've gone through rolls years ago, and I found Walking Liberty that were before, they were 90% silver, that were before the other half dollars, before the Franklin half dollars. So, and also with half dollars, because they're not circulated much, the mintage is very low. So we're talking mintage in the millions of them. So if you're just collecting for the dates, right now they're only worth 50 cents for 50 cents. Who knows what they'll be worth 20, 50, 100 years from now. But I look at it this way. Every time I fill up a book and I put it away, if nothing else, I've saved that money that I'd probably spend otherwise. So it's fun to do it, and it's money in the bank because I'm getting, you know, I'm getting 50 cents pieces for 50 cents, and sometimes I find something that's way more valuable. So it's really fun to do. I hope you guys get involved into it too. So next week's video we're going to do on our coin collecting series is we're going to do Buffalo nickels. That's actually my favorite coin to collect, and that's why I want to put it into here. And that's the one that's going to be next week. So if you like the video, give us a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and thank you for watching, and God bless.